Hey, Chris Marriott, how are you?
I'm well, thanks. How are you doing today?
I'm really good. Hey, thank you for chatting with me today. As I'm sure you heard, the Email Innovation Summit is gone virtual,
Yes, I
which
have.
we are excited about. Not what we had planned on, but I think it's going to be awesome. I am.
Yeah, I'm excited. I will not be poorer after it's over. So there's that. The amount of money I have at the start of the conference will ideally be the same at the end of it. That isn't always the case when we go out to Vegas for that. I come back oftentimes enriched in email knowledge, but poorer in the wallet.
I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, there won't be any gambling to distract us from the task at hand.
Exactly.
But I'm really glad you're going to join us. I'm especially excited about your session because I remember talking to you when we were kind of putting the idea together about
Yep.
CDPs and ESPs. So there's a great program right up on the site, but I wondered, since we're doing this little promo to get the word out, if there's anything else you could tell us about what you're going to talk about, because I really think it's going to be a valuable session for everyone, not just people who are looking to change ESPs.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited about the opportunity to talk about it. It's something, as you know, my company manages the RFP process for brands, and so, we understand very well what marketers need and what they're looking for, but they're often assaulted by numerous sales pitches, whether it's from the CDP guys, whether it's from the ESP guys, whether it's from the CRM platform guys, and if you looked at these platforms collectively, they would sort of fall in, it'd be like a Venn diagram. And what I really want to focus on in this presentation is helping email marketers understand where those overlaps. Well, first of all, what a CDP is, because, you know, everybody has a different definition, and I'll have a different definition, but I'll have the definition I think that ESP or email marketers need to keep in the back of their head, because the trick for email marketers is going to be when they're looking at evaluating whether they need a CDP or an ESP or both. And in fact, I mean, you always are going to need some sort of email delivery platform. The question is, the bigger you go with a CDP, will have a huge impact on the type of ESP that you might want to that you might want to use in conjunction with that. And what I've seen to date is again those Venn diagrams where there's a lot of, oh, my hands are too low, where they get an ESP that does this, they're looking at a CDP that does that. What they don't realize is there's a huge crossover, and they'll end up paying for functionality in both platforms that they really only need in one. So, that's my goal, is really, again, to make the people in my session, when they're looking and evaluating these platforms, make them smarter buyers. And so that, again, that they spend the money, and again, one size doesn't fit all. One brand may need more CDP firepower, less ESP firepower, and another brand might need more ESP firepower and less CDP firepower. And those are the types of things I want email marketers to be able to internalize and think about that, again, when they're evaluating platforms.
I love it. I love it because, nobody wants to spend more money than they have to on their marketing stack. And
Particularly these days.
particularly these days, everyone's looking for how they can shave some cost off their program.
Yep.
And so redundancy with providers is one way to do that. If you don't need both, or if you need more of one and less of another, I think it's going to be an awesome session.
Thank you. It's interesting if you think back. Again, salespeople are always going to tell you what they think you need to hear, and of course, their platforms can do. And I love salespeople, and their platforms can do whatever you need. Whatever you need, their platforms can magically do.
Yes.
Yeah, but the interesting thing to me is as email marketers think back, 5 years ago, we were all sending email just fine, and CDPs didn't exist, and suddenly they emerged. And again, that's why, Jeannie, you and I have been in this long enough. We've been through big data. We've been through all of these waves. We've, AI and big data, and now it's CDP. And email, as email marketers, we periodically, get told there's new thing is coming, and it's either going to replace us or we can't live without it. And I just want to bring, again, some perspective to my session for email marketers, which isn't, CDPs are the new big data, and we'll be talking about something else next year, which might be the case, but rather, again, what do they mean for us? How do they help us? How do they not help us? And, again, picking an ESP is hard enough without having to weigh all the other things that you have to think about. So, I'm hoping it's a great session. I'm looking forward to it. It's something I've been doing a lot of thinking about, and I can't wait to actually talk about it and get, engage in dialogue with folks. So again, very, very, very excited about the session and very excited about the event.
Awesome. Well, thank you. We couldn't be happier that you're going to be involved again. You always give us great sessions. And I think this one is just
you're too kind.
A home run, just as all the others always have been. So thank you.
All right. Well, I look forward to seeing you in June.
That sounds good. We will see you, and hopefully we'll see a lot of other email marketing professionals there. I think it'll be a great event.
It's going to be a great event. I can't wait. So thanks for having me, and look forward to everybody who happens to see this in advance. Look forward to seeing you there.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Chris.
Thanks, Jeannie.